Hello, everybody. It's your boy, Jmulls of Jmulls Gaming, here to freaking day. Oh my god, it actually happened. The trailer for Xenoblade Chronicles 3, Future Connected. I mean, not Future Connected. Sorry, we can't have that. That's too similar, and you know I'm gonna fuck that up. Future Redeemed, coming April 25th. I thought it said May. It's a week. Okay, the whole schedule's gone. If you all wanted any other game but Xenoblade 3 for probably the next month, you're fuck out of luck. Hello, Neon. Welcome to the stream. Having a good day. Pleasure seeing you around. No spoilers. I have not seen the trailer. No spoilers. Hello, Jimbo. Welcome to the stream. Having a good day. Always pleasure seeing you around. Hello, Mario. Welcome to the stream. Having a good day. Pleasure seeing you around. Hello, Warrock. Welcome to the stream. Having a good day. Pleasure seeing you around. Hello, Huff. Welcome to the stream. Having a good day. Pleasure seeing you around. Hello, Chara. Welcome to the stream. Having a good day. Pleasure seeing you around. Hello, Hugh. Welcome to the stream. Having a good day. Pleasure seeing you around. We've had an inside joke with one of the members of the community, by the way, named Robbo, who predicted we would get a trailer on the 18th. We freaking got it. The dude from the comment section was right. Exactly, Sida. Hello, Alpha. Hello, Sida. Hello, everybody. I'm not going to be able to do an intro that much. We're going straight in. No fucking foreplay whatsoever. I got the trailer here. It's in the description down below. Hello, Carter. Welcome to the stream. Good day. Hope you're having a good day. Please seeing you around. I got to prepare myself. I'm out of coffee. I was going to go make a coffee maybe before stream start. Get a little bit of Final Fantasy 15 in. Yeah, you know, going on a road trip with the boys. Have a nice relaxing stream because I like no-life Skyward Sword last night. That shit ain't happening. We're doing this now. You all get a little bit of an inside process because I was going to just make a reaction to this, but why not? We do it on stream. So here's the play. I'm going to do a reaction to this. I'm going to record it. I'm going to then get it up on YouTube as well. So I'll be uploading while the stream's still going. Pray for my bandwidth. Here's what I need you all to do. We're going to do a bit of a test audio run. I normally bring the audio down to here, and that should normally work. We're going to watch like maybe the first 5 seconds, get the audio right, sort it, and then we'll do the proper reaction, okay? Get in, everybody. Get freaking in. It's time. Yeah? I used to watch a podcast, and there was a freaking opening called People Have Feelings, It's Time to Grab Your Penis. Let's go. Okay, how's the audio quality here? I'm just testing audio quality for now. Is it balanced? Are we doing it? Are we feeling good? We're using this, like, normally this sound right here is normally the loudest part of a Nintendo trailer. So it's a good, like, baseline to do it. Are we all good? Are we all good? Is Robbo here? They can't just shadow drop this shit? Map, I'm right there with you. This fucked my schedule up in a good way. Robbo deserves an award. We'll figure something out for Robbo, don't worry. So, is the audio quality all good? It's a bit quiet, thank you. Okay, I'll up it. You know what? Hold on, where's my fucking earphones? Earbuds. Hello, Braden. Hello, Hydro. I'm sorry if I'm gonna miss your name, by the way. Can you tell I'm a bit excited right now. I've been salivating for this. Pretty quiet, not gonna lie. Okay, good. Okay, I'm just testing the audio quality. Like, this is literally a brief glimpse into my video recording process when I do reactions. I just kind of wing it and, like, record it to hear what I need. Now I just gotta wait for the stream delay. Why did I not just... Okay, they might get a little bit louder. And rush to the server. Yeah, I had to ping everyone. By the way, I had a schedule. That's gone. The schedule's burned to a crisp. It's no longer existing. Like, if you expected me to play any other game for, like, maybe the next week... Well, no. Even in the next week, we get the DLC, so... Okay, I think we're good. So, we're gonna get straight into the reaction. So I'm going to hit record in 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody. It's your boy, Jmulls of Jmulls Gaming here today. Nintendo has shadow dropped Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Future Redeemed. Totally not going to mess that up with Future Connected whatsoever. Never heard that one from me. We got a trailer just coming out of literally nowhere. I was going to spend some time with the boys in Final Fantasy 15. Bit of a road trip, you feel me? But now, it's all hands on deck for Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Future Redeemed. Who is Alvis? Well, we kind of know that, but what do we know more about him? Who's this jabroni? And the DLC comes out in 1 week, so what I'm going to need you to do is leave a like and subscribe, because we're going to be going all in with this DLC. Let's get right on into it. We got 2 minutes and 49 seconds. I got like 2 weeks out of content. 2 weeks of streams out of like 120-second ad. This might go on forever. What we got? What we got? Show me the money. The mustard. I Vandam. Oh, they're just showing this, huh?
Matthew.
Granddad!
Who the fuck is that?
Take care of Nahel. The future.
Granddad!
It's in your hands.
Dude got messed up. Jesus. Did him bad. Okay, why did my Lucky 7 do that? Hello? It can cause a nuke? Well, I got a 25 kill streak? Who are these clowns? Hi, Shulk. Hi, Vex. They look badass. Wow, oh, why can't I use that for the thumbnail?
Can't be a blade.
Alright, break it up. You wanna scrap? You scrap with me.
Hold on, what's his voice? Okay, they leaned into the British. They're like, how much British do you want? Yes.
I don't normally stoop to this. Such duplicity is beneath me.
That's just an interlink. It's like straight up.
Shulk.
Yeah, so long hair boy was Shulk, as we expected. That's gonna be a cool class. Hi, Vex. My boy, Chatosaurus Rex. Oh, he did the move. He did the pose. Who's this jabroni? Jesus Christ! Thank God we don't have to fight that in the base game. Glimmer. Who the hell is Glimmer? Vex, Shulk, our party members, good. Matthew. Nicole, Glimmer, A. Uh-oh. I'm gonna need to examine that combat, by the way. Oh my god.
Without Mobius, nothing will change.
Niall?
In the end, people always...
The hell did she call him?
Niall?
Is that Niall?
In the end, people always...
Auto-generated.
People.
I heard about that.
Oh god, this ending song's gonna break me, isn't it?
Alvis, she called it. I heard about that from Melia. A gift from Alvis, she called it.
Gift from Alvis.
This it?
Yes. The Liberator's base of operations.
Is this how badly you wish to erase us? My god.
Okay. Alvis was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm destroying everything. Okay. Okay. Oh, the combo attack? Why'd she get a lightsaber? That's way cooler. Oh, Rex came in there.
Here. Glad I can choose for myself.
Honestly, just knowing who I'm meant to be fighting, that's the biggest thing.
What the?
Even having built the perfect world for themselves.
This DLC. Oh my god. Yeah, we're going full in with Klaus, huh? Hi, Klaus. I see you.
Always in fantasy land.
So she's like Alvis reborn. So, yeah, I think she's literally just Alvis reborn. I think that's the plot they're going with here. How you gonna drop this 1 week? I need a bit of preparation. Hello, a little bit of foreplay. Yeah? Tease me a little bit. Jesus. Just gonna like lean into it, huh?
Matthew.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna need to watch that 2 more times. Okay, that's kind of just like information overload. Oh my god. Yeah, we can just like spend an entire stream just going over the locations, because there's a massive heckaload of locations here.
Granddad!
Okay, so it seems that Matthew, I guess is what we're calling him, totally not Faye from Xenogears, was Noah's grandkid. So this guy...
Take care of.
Wait, who the... Granddad. Is it like the great-grandfather? Who the Or... yeah, I need to think about that more.
Nahel.
I didn't expect the guy to die who was old.
It's in your hands.
It could just be... Yeah, the timeline might just be that kid... Matthew is that kid's grandson. That might be the play here. And then Noah... And then just N just messed him up. Okay, so, party situation. Matthew. Roll call. Alvis, totally not Alvis. New healer. Some kid. Shulk? Shulk looking clean, though. Hold on. Shulk, we're not ignoring this we're not ignoring the globe. Get this kid off the screen. There you go. Hi, Shulk. Hi, Rex. Hi, Chatosaurus. This key art, though, is gonna break me. Prison Island. Oh my god.
What is that? That weapon.
Red hair. Hold on. I spotted it.
What is that?
Is this Pyra's kid? That's Pyra's kid, right? No, look at the key art. Look at the key art specifically. Key art. She uses fire as a weapon. Her hair is red. Is she? And I think she's Agnes. Is that supposed to be Pyra's kid?
What is that? That weapon. Can't be a blade.
Okay, his weapons, though, look freaking sick, right? Like, oh my god. He's like the extendo arms.
You want to scrap? You scrap with me.
I can't take it seriously when the guy jumps into play and says, "Oh boy, you want to scrap, mate?" Gotta lie though. Don't want to get punched by that.
Such duplicity
Yeah, she has a core crystal for her ear.
is beneath me.
Okay, did you have to stab him right in the butt? Was that necessary?
The clockless.
What do you want to do, Shulk?
God, Shulk looks badass.
I like your attitude, kiddo.
Rex? What is that voice? Hello?
I'll show him a thing or three.
Oh, he said it. I'll show him a thing or three. Okay, yeah, we're going full fan service here. So this one's let me just spoil a little bit for you all. This is what the DLC is going to be like. It's going to be heartbreak and fan service. Those are the two things that it's going to be. She is a Monardo Lucky 7. We'll get to that. Okay, I like how those freaking Mobius just like interlinked. The Fironuses. Right, so literally A, so I think she's supposed to be Alvis. Because Matthew has the Agnes Iris. She has to have the Kevis Iris in association. The A makes sense, so she's probably Alvis. Nicole, some kid. Glimmer, maybe Pyra's kid, maybe. Shulk and Rex, let's go. Yeah, hold on. She literally just had the Aegis Core Crystal. I saw it. Yeah, she's literally just Pyra's kid. Yeah, literally right there. Yeah, that's just Numa's Core Crystal. And with the red hair and her fire spear, that's probably just Pyra's kid. I need to see this combat. Oh my god, we got to explore this. Hellstream, we'll be talking about that. First of all, nice nomenclature.
Always kill people.
I heard about that from Melia. A gift from Alvis, she called it.
Yeah, Ontos. You can see it written there.
The Liberator's base of operations.
Is this how badly you wish to erase her?
Okay, so let me give you a initial thoughts. I will expand on this later on in the stream and in future videos. I'm going to call it right now. I'm calling my shot. This is the first scene in the entire DLC. This is straight up the first scene where, or it's like the first scene we'll fight. It's Alvis essentially recognizing Mobius and Zed and saying, you know what? Screw all of you. I'm literally just going to end all of it. I'm not going to try and save the world. I'm just going to wreck everything. Which will force a team up between Zed, Shulk, and Rex here. Which should be freaking cool, by the way. Because clearly right here, Zed is antagonistic to Alvis here. Just based on this positioning. You would not put Zed here with these two, otherwise.
My god.
And Zed refers to Alvis as his god. Yeah. We have the fight here. That's Prison Island.
No, I'm glad I'm here. Glad I can choose for myself.
Honestly,
Yeah, she's totally just Pyra's kid. 100%.
knowing who I'm meant to
Not a
be
doubt in my mind.
that's the biggest
Actually,
honestly,
no, he has to be from Kevis, never mind.
just
Actually, he could just be Shulk's kid. Why didn't I even think of that?
knowing who I'm meant to be fighting, that's the biggest thing of all.
Even had
Yeah, so Nicole's probably just Shulk's kid.
Humans yet desired the beyond.
We're dealing with Klaus. We're totally dealing with Klaus. It makes sense, too.
Always in fantasy land.
Okay. The mech suit we got going here with, like, the Joker from P5 mask, I'm kind of rocking with it. I'm kind of rocking with that. This song's gonna break, man. This song is gonna break a man. Oh my god. Shulkin Fiora? I think so, yeah. That was Riku? Where the fuck was Riku? Hold on. Oh, hold on. Oh my god. There's so much here, but I will bid you all an adieu for right now, talking for the YouTube audience. So, I'm going to end the reaction there for the day. I'm going to continue reacting to it on stream, breaking it down frame by frame. We'll be going long into this. Get ready, get hyped, get excited. I'm going to have many videos just breaking down every component. We have locations to talk about. We have my theory that she's going to be Pyra's kid. We have Shulk's kid to talk about. We have Zed teaming up with Rex and Shulk, maybe? There's a lot going on here. So, yeah. That's just the tip of the iceberg, people. We have a lot to talk about. And play some coming soon. So, I'm going to need you to like and subscribe to make sure that you'll be able to make sure and see all the content. Hit the bell icon to be notified when I upload and stream in the future. We'll be playing this game the second it comes out. So thank you all for tuning in. Stay safe. Have a great day, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye, everybody. Okay, the recording is done. Let me just get that upload started. And then we're going to go all in on this. Oh my god. I was not anticipating this to be dropped today. Jesus. Let me just make sure the recording's good as well. Okay. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Let me just rename the file. Xenoblade. What the hell's the name of this? Xenoblade. Can I type today? Chronicles 3 Future Redeemed Trailer Reaction Final. Pog. Okay. Get that uploaded. Where's this? I need a thumbnail. You're watching live video creation being made right now for you all tonight. There we go. I'm just going to grab that for a thumbnail. Rewatch this little bit. Oh my god, I know that song. I'm so bad at, like, placing songs, though. Okay, yeah. That's a lot, huh? Like, that's an actual metric crap load. There's a lot to break down. Jesus. Okay, 1 second. Okay, there we go. I just need to save this real quick. I'm just saving this file real quick. Actually, I can show you all how I make a video. There's so much here. That trailer is so feature-packed. Oh my god. We have combat to break down, story to break down, characters to break down, locations to break down, theories to break down. There's so much going on here. Oh my god. Okay, now I gotta save, so I don't want to reveal my file structure. There's so much to break down, people. How are we all feeling, by the way? How are we feeling about that trailer? What's the vibe? What's the sentiment? Like, how are we feeling right now, people? How are we feeling? We feeling hyped? We feeling disappointed? What's the news? We know. How we feeling? How we feeling? You gotta do Zoro. Look, we all need it. We need it. I need that scene where Rex just grabs Nia's sword, throws it in his mouth, and goes 3-sword style on someone. I need it. They have to do it. They don't have to do it, but I need them to do it, right? Like, we all understand that. There's like a distinction there, but I need them to do it. I'm so hyped and ready. Let's go. I'm shaking, nerding out 1000%. I was sleeping early. Yeah, I was gonna fix my sleep schedule tonight. That's gone out the window. That's a pipe dream. Okay, why is, like, one of the things I'm most excited for the fact that that Nickel over here has some of the coolest weapon design. What is He's got, like, the extendo arms. I'm kind of for that. Hello? Look, sick as hell.
Can't be a blade.
All right.
I'm upset at myself for not predicting that this kid was just, like, Shulk's kid.
You want to scrap?
I still can't get over that. I cannot get over the fact you're, oh, mate, you want to scrap, though? Pyra's daughter hype. That is Pyra's daughter. 100%. In my mind, this is Alvis. It's just like Alvis reborn or something.
Such duplicity is beneath me.
The clockless.
He has a Monado. This is 100% Pyra's daughter. I can't see it not being Pyra's daughter. He's basically Voldy, but he's cool. Oof. 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 I think Voldy felt that one. They made Shulk look old. Like in a good way, though, right?
Careful!
Like, I thought he was going to kind of look like he did in Xenoblade 1. No. He looks like he's about to grab his sword and take on an entire army of 10,000 by himself.
I like your attitude, kiddo.
Then Shulk just comes... Not Shulk, Vex. That's the Numa sword, ain't it? So he still has access to the Numa sword. How the hell does he... Oh, what is going to happen in this DLC? This scene. He's literally causing an interlink between two Feronises. So apparently that can happen. And who is this? Absolutely annihilates them. Okay, hold on, I need to see this. Monado Crash. So it's not just you go to interlinks, they're borrowing the idea that they had in the Gauntlet. In the Gauntlet, instead of interlinking, what you could do is you had this special launch all ability. So they're kind of leaning to that system to go with special combo attacks. That is, I believe, Van Damme and Shulk have Monado Crash, AoE and Burst. Okay. Rest of the combat seems fairly similar or identical to the rest of it. 6 party members here. Who's this? Slash Bomb. This seems like it's Alvis and Rex. That's an interesting combo. Infinity Blade. Monado Bust is the unique. Oh, she's a bit of a songstress. Hold on. She like busts out a giant cello? I want to say. Not a musician myself. Like busts out a giant cello. And shoots fireballs. Kind of like Melia. That's kind of cool. Got an ability called Hell... Oh, okay, who is Hellstream? So, her and Nicole. Glimmer and Nicole. Team up to do Hellstream.
Without Mobius, nothing will change.
Then we have this scene. These classes need to be inherent in the base game. Yeah, they do. Yeah, that's another thing. Shulk's a defender. My man didn't defend shit in Xenoblade 1. Not in the slightest. My man was there with the Monado, hitting things. They kept Vex at DPS, though. They had to do that. That piano, this song's gonna break people. Robbo! Hey, Robbo's here! Robbo's the person who predicted we get it on April 8th, right on today. Predicted it. From 3, Dagger 3. Had to wait the entire day as we clowned on him in the Discord. But in the very end, it was justified. Oh, by the way, Hydro, enjoy Kingdom Hearts 2.
Niall?
With or without Mobius, nothing will change.
Niall?
Okay. Does it sound like he's calling, like Matthew's calling AE here, Niall? Or is that just me? That's what it sounds like to me.
With or without Mobius, nothing will change.
Niall?
See? It sounds like Niall. Look at the Discord. Oh, we got new key art. Oh my god. Oh my god. I know that's A. But Matthew's calling her Niall.
Nothing will change.
Niall?
Either that or I just can't understand British accents, which is entirely possible.
In the end,
What did I miss? Everything.
people always kill people.
That is not A. Is that someone else?
In the end, people always kill people.
It might be. Oh. Right, okay. We had two characters that were MIA in this trailer, from what I thought. So, in the Founders Room, da-na-na-na-na, Rex and Shulk aren't actually founders. They're mentors to the founders. She may be the founder to...
Nothing will change.
Niall?
She may be one of the founders for, like, Rex or Shulk.
In the end, people always kill people.
I heard about that from Melia. A gift from Alvis, she called it.
This it?
Yes. The Liberator's base of operations.
That's literally just the Mechonis hand from Xenoblade 1. So cool. Also, can we just, like, talk about the zone variety here so far? We have the Bionis hand, Prison Island.
My God.
A lot of Xenoblade 1 zones. And just, like, holding his own here.
Now I'm glad I'm here. Glad I can choose for myself.
Honestly, just knowing who
And he's fixing his father's gauntlet, I think. That's
I'm
cool.
meant to be fighting, that's the biggest thing of all.
Even
The biggest thing in the world. The Aegis core crystal's an earring. Interesting. I don't think we've seen that before.
Humans yet desire the beyond.
Matthew. Always in fantasy land.
Who are you? Has to be a Mobius, right? Oh, that might just be M. Maybe? No, Aegis core crystal. Did Numa become a fucking... No. God, there's so many questions here. By the way, this is my theory process, by the way. I just throw everything on a wall and see what sticks. That song's gonna break people. I need a...
This it?
Yeah, okay. This is Alvis. That's Alvis. Who are you? Cat ears, Aegis core crystal, maybe just Numa, brought back as maybe Mobius? That might be a thing here. The wings here remind me, though, of Monado 1. Like the circular pattern here. Like, that screams Monado 1. Yeah, these are two different characters here. Either that, or she just grows cat ears.
Yet desire the beyond.
Matthew.
Yeah.
Always in fantasy land.
Wait, what's a core... Color the core crystal. That's red, right? Numa's is green. Emerald, sorry. I remember that one scene. There may be some shenanigans going on. There may be a bit of tomfoolery.
In the end, people always kill people.
I heard about that from Melia. A gift from
Not Numa,
Alvis,
yeah.
she called it.
This it?
Yes. The Liberator's base of operations.
Is this how badly you wish to
So,
erase
hold on. Are they using the Mechonis hand from Xenoblade 1 as essentially the first... No, it's like an outpost. Okay.
Is this how badly you wish to erase us? My God.
My God. Oh, there's some shenanigans going on here. There are some absolute shenanigans.
Glad I can choose
Yeah,
for
that's the
myself.
Emerald Core Crystal.
Honestly,
Having built Matthew the beyond. Humans yet desire the beyond.
Where the hell was this shot?
Perfect world. Even having built the
Color is that?
perfect world for themselves. Humans yet
Always in fantasy land.
Always in Fantasyland. Who are you? Cat ears. Huh. Oh, there's questions here. Questions among us. Uh-oh. I wonder if they could have stole Alvis's core crystal. Like, if this... I'm assuming she's Mobius. Steals Alvis's core crystal. Or Alvis could split in half, maybe? There's some shenanigans going on here. Some absolute tomfoolery.
honestly, just knowing who I'm meant to be fighting.
Niall and
that's the
A
biggest thing of all.
interlink.
even having built the perfect world for themselves.
always in Fantasyland.
It's possible. It has a lot of info. Okay. There's a lot to break down here. If you trust Google Translate, that's a tall ask there. I'm gonna go to the Xenoblade Twitter account, though. I'm sure there's something here. Hold on. Where is it? Xenoblade. There you are.
Take care of Nahel.
Oh, Noah and Mio get an amiibo.
It's in your hands.
Wait, what? What is this? There's a lot going on here. There's so... Oh my god, hold on. What is this?
What is that? That weapon. Can't be a
Okay,
blade.
hold on. Hold on, we actually got something really useful here. We got something mad useful. Going over to Twitter. I know, useful and Twitter in the same sentence sounds wrong. We got a picture here. So, the relationship between the characters in a new future is like this. So, future redeemed. One more week until the release, so please look forward to it. We have... I can't read Japanese. Oh, no. Okay, so... N... Grandkid, I think. No, kid. Then grandkids. There's some kind of relationship here between... A... and Doyle. Right, she's fucking Doyle. Okay, yeah. Okay, this makes more sense to me. Okay, I needed the visual here. I'm a visual learner here. Okay, so, Matthew, grandkid of this jabroni, who is related to N, who I think is the kid, possibly. Got very old. Has 2 kids. Doyle, Matthew. Matthew pairs up with A over here in the party. Doyle, I don't think is playable. Right, and then we have these 2 down here. I believe this is going to be Shulk's kid. This is going to be Pyra's kid. Then we have Shulk and Vex, and then Riku here as well. So, Riku is somewhere. He's doing something. Right, so we kind of expected that the DLC would tackle Riku in some capacity because the story kind of never went anywhere in the base game, and it felt like they wanted to wrap it up or recontextualize a lot of it in the DLC. We move over here, back to the trailer. Now that we have that, let's watch it again. Should I play Torna before starting 2? No, play 2 first, then play Torna.
Nahel! Granddad!
N kills his granddad.
Granddad!
Take care of
Okay, we got another picture of burning, by the way. Xenoblade loves that.
Nahel. The future.
This seems like a memory, like a flashback. Some kind of explosion happens that's in the city. Matthew's here with A. Future redeemed.
What is that? That weapon. Can't be a blade.
Oh my god, what was that one Nintendo game that was like a fighting game? Yeah, I think that weapon's just straight from that. That's interesting.
Alright, break it up. You want to scrap?
Want to scrap? I can't get over that. I cannot get over that sound effect.
I don't know.
You want to scrap?
Such duplicity is beneath me.
Gramps went nuclear.
What do you want to do, Shulk?
Careful!
I like your attitude, kiddo.
God, Vex's voice though. That's just pure fan service for me. Oh my god. Arms, yeah. Yeah, like his class seems like it's straight out of Arms. Okay. A's a healer, Nicole's tank, Glimmer's a healer. We have 2 DPS with Matthew and Rex, Shulk and Nicole the tanks, Glimmer and A are the healers. I wonder if you can change their classes. I wonder if that's going to be a thing. That location that we were just at, here. That looks like Mortha in the woods, right? Like that one zone? How many zones are we going to here? No, actually, that could just be the... Okay. Okay. Hellstrip. Yeah, okay. I love that little font they do there. That's cool. He'll show him a thing or three. Now, what are they saying here?
With or without Mobius, nothing will change.
With or without Mobius, nothing will change.
Niall?
In the end, people always kill people.
I heard about that from
In the end, people always kill people.
Melia. A gift from Alvis, she called it.
This it?
Heard about that from... So I think this may be the scene where they meet. Yeah, Rex doesn't have an eye. Okay, so... Rex still has his eyes, I think.
Yes.
Maybe? One can maybe close there.
Base of operations.
Is this how badly you wish to erase us?
This is how badly you wish to erase us. Yeah, that has to be out. Yeah, that has to be... Alvis and Zed have to be antagonistic to each other there.
Glad I can choose for myself.
Honestly, just knowing
She even kind
who
of
I
sounds
meant-
like Pyra.
Glad I can choose for myself.
Honestly,
And like, in a way,
just knowing who I
it's the
meant to be
inflection for me.
fighting, that's the biggest thing of all.
Even having built the perfect world for themselves, humans yet desired the
We're bringing Klaus back. Right, I kind of expected that as well.
Always
There's so much in this trailer, oh my god. Right, okay, so... Seems like Doyle. Did Doyle inherit?
Always in fantasy land.
She's still the biggest question mark for me. By far the biggest question mark. Is that Prison Island? Yes. We can also see Prison Island in the key art for the DLC right here. So we will be revisiting Prison Island. It seems like it's in the top of the E tier region, because that's the only place in the game of Ionios that we know has snow in it. That seems to be where we will be stationed, at least for some part of the game.
What is that? That weapon.
Right, so this is going to be the fight between Nicole and Glimmer that we were told about in the Founders Room. We know that those two meet while they're in the middle of a fight between Kevin and Agnes. The Founders come in, swoop in, get them out of that cycle, break them out, and recruit them at that fight, essentially. These are also the only two characters that we know of that are able to break the 10-term limit for people that are caught up in the cycle. They're able to somehow break that and live into their 80s. We know that because it's also confirmed in the Founders Room. If it's Doyle, then is she called Niall? It could be that her, like, family name is Doyle and her personal name, like, is like Niall, maybe?
Can't be a blade.
All right, break it up.
They're both
You wanna
Alvis's
scrap?
kids. It's possible that they're Alvis's kids, but I don't know if they want to do like an Alvis love story here.
Me.
I don't normally stoop to this. Such duplicity is beneath me. The clockless.
I think A just seems like a younger Alvis than the one we had in Xenoblade 1.
I like your attitude, kiddo.
Vex comes in and says saves Mikhail. Somehow, he gets the Numa sword again. That could just be him having some unique blade weapon property when in Ionios, because if this is actually the Numa sword, that means he's still connected to the conduit somehow, because that's how you get the Numa sword. Is because it's essentially his Monado, and the only reason Monado has a lot of power, not all of it, but a lot of its power, comes because it's channeled through the conduit. This Mobius looks freaking badass. Like the giant headdress, almost This reminds me of that scene at the end in Chapter 7 with Melia. Like how she's entombed within Origin. But this Mobius is causing an interlink between the Ferronuses, between Kevers and Agnes here. So this is absolutely going to be a boss battle. We see the flame clocks is still in play there. There is so much information. Hold on. I need to see his abilities. Okay, so we're playing as Rex here because we have Anchor Shot, Double Spinning Edge, Dual Blast, Infinity Blade, and Cross Blaze. That was Shulk. Yeah, that's Rex. Shulk has Stream Edge, Heavy Rush, Slit Edge, Monado Bust, and Monado Rage. Missing 2 abilities here. I wonder if he unlocked them later on, maybe? Alright, someone's a buff. I think Glimmer's the buff. I think she's playing the role of Fiona's class in this game. I think she's the buff. I think Glimmer's a buffer. Which would make this, like, musical instrument make sense.
With or without Mobius, nothing will
So this is Doyle.
change.
Niall?
In the end, people...
The literal A. Mm-hmm.
I heard about that.
In the end,
Okay, so this is going to be the context behind this scene. Now that my brain's like slowing down and processing this, the context behind this scene is it's a conversation between brother and sister, Matthew and Doyle, or Niall.
Niall?
These are 2 founders. We saw both their statues in the founders' room.
in the end, people always kill people.
I heard about that.
So she has a lot of trauma from having a lot of people die that were important to her from that one flashback scene. And she's starting to lose hope in the human condition.
This it?
Yes. The Liberator's base.
This is the Mechonis hand. You can see because of the fingers back here. Also, like, this visual straight up out of Mechonis hand.
Is this how badly you wish to erase us?
Zed comes in. He was not there in the first trailer. So either he shows up after the events of that initial trailer, or they played a bit of tomfoolery on us and he was always there.
My God.
So we got a fight between A and Matthew against N here. That's Prison Island.
But now I'm glad I'm here. Glad I can choose
Context is Rex is the father. This is Pyra's daughter. Almost certainly.
myself.
Honestly,
The fact that I'm pretty sure this is going to be Shulk's kid. So Shulk's kid, like, repairing his father's arm, that's touching.
knowing who I'm meant to be fighting, that's
The fact he
biggest
became like
thing
an engineer just like his father.
They built the perfect world for themselves.
That's Alvis.
to be fighting, that's the biggest thing of all.
Even having built the
You have the core crystal right here.
perfect world for themselves. Humans yet desired the beyond.
Matthew. Always in
So the red one, this is the Ontos core crystal. Because you can tell from the
always
color.
in fantasy
Because Numa's is green, Mouse is like a dark purplish.
land.
So somehow Doyle ends up with Alvis's core crystal. So it's possible that at some point A and Doyle merge.
I've seen that look before.
Fighting, that's the biggest thing of all.
Even having built the perfect world for themselves. Humans yet desired the beyond.
Matthew. Always in fantasy
Hello, hello,
land.
hello, soft noob. Welcome to the show. Good day, please see you around. There's so many things going on here. Just like visually with this character right here, like real quick. Doyle, I'm pretty sure, is like the base of this character. We have the core crystal here, so something happened where Doyle got the core crystal. But also, the Monado aesthetics here with the wings here. Because this circular design is straight up Monado 1 from Xenoblade 1. Like, straight up. Shulk's hair is very long. Yes. So that goes into the other thing. Where is that one scene? Right here. So you can see, this is Shulk right here. He has short hair here. So, in order for him to get long hair, either he cuts it at some point, or there's a massive time skip where it's allowed to grow his hair out that significantly until we get to the rest of the game. Which makes me think this scene is going to be one of the first ones in the cuts in the DLC. Because assuming A is Alvis, which I think is a pretty safe bet at this point, something has to happen to Alvis here to revert him into whatever A is. Whether that is a reincarnation, a different form maybe.
My God.
Maybe his powers split. Yeah, Matthew, I'm taking a sword against this guy as well. I want to just like be trying to punch it.
Now I'm glad I'm here. Glad I can choose for myself.
Honestly, just know.
Yeah, okay. I don't know why I missed Riku's all those times watching this trailer. There he is. Hi, Riku. Hi. It's been a while, huh? Yeah, you thought you were just not going to be in the DLC, huh? Oh, no, no, we found you. Well spotted. We found you. Yeah? One of my little things, like one of my little theories I have in the back of my mind is that the DLC will involve Riku a lot. He is here. But we need to connect the points from him being here and important to him ending up with Lucky 7. So at some point, the way I think the DLC will end is that they suffer a massive loss. No, something will happen in which case Riku has to take Lucky 7 and like screw off. Because we know at the very end, Matthew has to find a way to use the full power of Ouroboros Interlink to defeat N, which causes N not to try and destroy the city because he's no longer capable. He has to go back and recoup, essentially. After that point, Vandam Matthew goes off on a lonely expedition where he goes and does something. It does not seem like they've really expanded on what that could be, so that either is Napoleon Adam, not going to address it that much, or what they could be doing is they're saving that as a big reveal at some point. They could be doing that.
Just knowing who I'm meant to be fighting, that's the biggest thing of all.
Even having built the perfect world for themselves.
That's the biggest thing of all.
Even having built the perfect world.
Now I'm glad I'm here. Glad I can choose for myself.
Honestly, just knowing who I'm meant to be fighting, that's the biggest thing of all.
Even having built the perfect world for themselves.
Built the perfect world for themselves. Okay, so it's good knowing who I'm just trying to fight.
Even having built the perfect world for themselves.
Built the perfect world for themselves. How does Klaus fit in all this? Are they just using this as like background for Alvis? Or does Klaus come into play at some point? I think my biggest question mark going into this DLC is who this character is. No, Doyle, but I'm talking about like terms of motivations. What do they end up doing in the DLC? How does assumingly Doyle end up with a core crystal here? There's a lot of questions here.
Fantasyland.
I imagine this is Ontos' core crystal because you have the Monado 1 visual effect here. You could have, if this was like Numa's, I'm pretty sure this is also reddish. It's kind of hard to tell because of the glow surrounding it, like obscuring the color. But because this is very Monado 1 in design overall, I think somehow Doyle ends up with Ontos' core crystal. At some point, future redeemed. How will that name come into play? That's gonna be the battle song. Straight up. Sounds awesome, too.
What is that? That weapon can't be a blade.
There's so much to unpack here. Like, there is so freaking much. Like, oh my god, there's so much to unpack here. An extra sequence in the main game is sent. That would be interesting. That would be very interesting if they could somehow do that. Okay, 1 second here. There's so much to unpack with this DLC. There really is, because it seems like every frame there's something to look at. There's so many different aesthetics in this DLC as well. Well, like with Torna, right? We only had really 2 zones. We had Torna and we had Gormott. If we're assuming this is like the same length, we're going on a freaking adventure at some point here. We're going on an absolute adventure. Like, this is going to be one wild freaking ride. Future Redeemed. Yeah, I think we're probably going to be, like, bang on with the idea that there's going to be a piece of this DLC that serves as an epilogue. Or at least a sequel. I think what they're going to do, I said this before, I still hold to this, I think the DLC is going to end, we're going to say, yay, we did whatever we needed to do, Riku ends up with Lucky 7, he screws off, joins up with Kevis for some reason, to wait out for, like, Noah's reincarnation again. Or for someone worthy enough to pick up Lucky 7. At that point, they're going to do, like a brief panning shot, maybe like at the beginning of Xenoblade 1, where it will essentially recap the events of the base game, Xenoblade 3, and then Ionius will end, they'll go back to the original timelines, and then we'll see Mio's perspective at the very end. I still think that's what they're going to do. Wonder when we'll see Melia and Nia in the DLC. That's another thing. Because they're acting secretive about that, and I don't know why. Because we're almost certain that we have to see them at some point in this DLC. Unless Melia was kidnapped way before this point, and Nia had to go into hiding way before this point. But we need the Ouroboros Stone for Interlink. Because we know that Interlinks are in this trailer. Because we saw that. At least we saw one Interlink.
I don't normally.
Like right around here. No, that's a Mobius, never mind. I saw the thigh gap and thought Interlink for some reason. My mistake.
Careful!
I like your attitude, kiddo.
The fact that Rex just coming in, one arm to the heavens, just blocking it. So clean. Oh, I needed that line. I'll show you a thing or three. Combat looks very much in line with Xenoblade 3 in a lot of ways, outside of the removal of the Interlink button with a new special action for each team combo, essentially, for like each duo.
With or without Mobius, nothing will change.
With or without Mobius, nothing will change.
In the end, people always kill people.
People always kill people.
From Melia. A gift from Alvis, she called it.
This it?
Yes. The Liberator's base of operations.
Is this how badly you wish to erase us? My god.
This is how badly you wish to erase us, my god. So Zed refers to Alvis as my god.
But now I'm glad I'm here.
That's
Glad I can choose for myself.
a line I'm gonna need to break down. A lot. Like a lot.
That's the biggest thing of all.
Even having built the perfect world for themselves, humans yet desired the beyond.
They're showing us more of that fight that led up to Klaus activating the conduit. Interesting. There's so much to break down here. There's so freaking much to break down here. By the way, my trailer reaction is up. Is Zed on our side in this trailer? I don't think so. I think in this one instance he is. I think in this one instance he is because Alvis seems like he's just out for blood. He's just like, you know what? This world is broken. Fundamentally. I'm wiping the slate clean. Something happens where I think they're going to go back to that one scene from Torn of the Golden Country. If you recall at the very end, in that DLC, at the very end, spoilers, Mithra essentially had a big traumatic moment happen, but she essentially turned off emotionally, and she just rampaged. We theorized that could be what's in play here with Alvis based on his facial structure here, just his overall facial emotion that he's conveying here, because he's going completely nonplussed here. That could be what's happening. And that at some point in somewhere in his program is just saying, you know what? I gotta wipe the slate clean, burn it all down. Ionios is not the play. We have to get rid of this. We have to just remove this and get rid of it.
My God.
I think Zed's trying to be, like, sarcastic
Is this
here.
how badly you wish to erase us? My God.
My God. There's another thing I play that's possible. I did predict that it could be that there's some, like, fragment of Zanza in here that overtook Alvis here, which would explain why he has the paraphernalia of Zanza's Monado and aesthetics overall.
I'm glad I'm here. Glad I can choose for my...
Why is Zed there? Because I think Alvis is trying to just straight up destroy Ionios and not activate Origin in the process. Which would be, again, which would force Zed and Rex and Shulk to team up to stop that, because that would destroy all of them.
myself.
Honestly,
I think something happens in that scene. Something happens here. Maybe N comes in and uses Lucky 7 to slash him out. Or these three are able to team up to stop Alvis, or they're able to convince Alvis to stop. Something happens which leads to Alvis turning into A. Because this is straight up Ontos' core crystal. Straight up. It's red, just like Ontos' core crystal. Same hair, same eyes. And this is his sword. We never actually saw what Alvis' Monado looked like. We never saw that. He only ever wielded Zanza's Monado, which wasn't his. I think Glimmer's Pyro's child. I agree as well. I think she's Pyro's kid as well. You can tell for a couple of reasons. So let's just briefly recap the Glimmer theory. Really, like half a frame. Hold on. Yeah, she has the Numa core crystal. This is like emerald green. She has the red hair, and her blade is fire aspected. Pyro's kid. Which would also make this one scene from later on hit a little bit harder because it's Rex talking to his kid.
In the end,
Is it here?
Is this?
Where is it?
I can choose for myself.
Yeah, right here. This is just a father-daughter talk, essentially.
honestly,
Glad I can choose for myself.
I'm glad I can choose for myself. So her storyline's going to involve probably freedom of choice, wanting to be able to make her own decisions because she was caught up with the flame clock. At some point, I believe it's going to be in... Where is it? This fight. Because in the Founders Room, they reference this fight, actually. So what they talk about is that these two founders, Nicole and Glimmer, duke it out in a fight between Agnes and Kevis. The founders swoop in, save the day, break them out, and they join up as founders. There's a lot going on here. An absolute metric crapload going on here.
You scrap with me.
I gotta admit, though, Vandom's abilities look freaking sweet. Like, I gotta be honest with you. They look pretty freaking sweet. He's got, like, the Nintendo Power Gauntlet on as well, just doing a swift Hadouken. I'm liking that. Okay, I'm vibing with that.
I don't normally stoop to this. Such duplicity is beneath me. The clockless.
Oh, yeah, this pause screen's gonna become a meme.
Such duplicity normally stoop to this.
When there's no more chicken nuggets.
Such duplicity.
There you go.
is beneath
Easy
me.
meme for you. That's gonna be a meme template. Easy. There's so much meme potential here.
Shulk.
Nicole's 100% Shulk's son. Yeah, I agree.
I like your attitude, kiddo.
It's funny because Rex is the one saving Shulk's
I'll show him a thing or three.
Shulk's kid. I'll show him a thing or three. I don't know how important of a scene this will be, or if it's just going to kind of be there to be really cool, because let's be honest, fusing two giant robots together to make one giant robot is a freaking cool concept. I like it. So this is also something I'm spotting here. if we're going to assume that Shulk and Rex are two of the main party members, which we can kind of assume because of the party level here, how it, like, changes around here. That means there's two founders who aren't playable. One of them is Doyle, who is Matthew's sister. Doyle's one of them. Glimmer is... Oh, there's so much here. It could be even more than two.
Niall?
Feels so weird to me. I get that, honestly, I do. It'll take a minute to get used to that.
With or without Mobius, nothing will change.
Niall?
Yeah, so if you needed a reminder, by the way, this DLC will probably end up making some people cry. They're gonna go full sad boy hours here. Full, just like lean into it. We're going to like Mach 7 into sadness. Like straight into depression here. I can tell just based on this song, because you know they're not going to pair this song, which is probably going to be the ending theme. They're not going to pair this up with like a happy-go-lucky ending. They're not going to do it. Something terrible's going to happen. Probably going to see like Rex die. And then like my entire chat's going to end up crying. Yeah, that's Doyle. So these two are siblings, by the way. We get that from the founders room as well. Doyle is one of the founders alongside Matthew, but they're also siblings.
Niall?
In the end, people always kill people.
I heard about that from Mel.
So she sees a lot of death throughout her time.
In the end, people
Always kill people.
I heard about that from Melia.
Is this a flashback? What are we doing here? Hold on.
always kill people.
I heard about.
Is this scene a flashback? Because I don't think it has the filter for one. Normally when they do a flashback in a Xenoblade game, there's some kind of filter on the screen. I don't know if I'm seeing that here. Could this be a bait, and this is actually in Origin? And this is essentially what is powering Origin, is that they use all three of the Trinity processes to run and maintain Origin. Is that what they're doing here? And also, we have 2 core crystals accounted for in the DLC. What happened to Logos?
Melia. A gift from Alvis, she called it.
This it?
About that from Melia. A gift from.
Oh! Oh! You tried to get out. I see what you're doing here. Monolith, I got it. I spotted it. You thought I was not gonna see that, didn't you? You thought I wasn't gonna like notice this. Look at the pattern on the core crystal here. Look at the pattern on the core crystal. Look familiar? Is this scene? Because it would also explain why there's so much fog here. Outside of just there being like a fog gate here that's just not addressed in the rest of the trailer. Could that scene actually be in the core crystal? It kind of works. That's just like an off my head theory. So it may not come to pass, but it's just something I'm keeping an eye out for.
My God.
Fog King, perhaps, maybe. Like, that's my thing. This is straight up a fog gate.
You wish to erase it.
Like, straight up, that's a fog gate out of Future Connected. Like, almost 1 for 1. Logos corrupted Antos. I don't know if that's the case, though. It's possible, don't get me wrong. A face is reflected on the core crystal at the bottom. Hold on. No shot.
From Melia. A gift from Alvis, she called it.
This it?
I heard about that.
A face is reflected on the core crystal.
Alvis, she called it.
Maybe I'm just, like, stupid. I just don't see
I
it.
heard about that from Melia.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm just saying I'm not noticing it. Oh, like, maybe. Oh, like, right there? Maybe. It's very faint, though. No, I think it's just a piece of cloud. It's probably Latin. I think it's Cyrillic.
A gift from
Oh, no, that ain't Cyrillic. Never mind. Yeah, this is Latin. I'm almost certain it is. Yeah, those are Latin endings. Oh, God, hold on. I'm busting out Google Translator. Oh, God, Google Translate is god-awful for Latin, though. Okay, hold on. This is about to be an experience. Let's call it that. Latin. Okay. Okay. Beatus, happy, homo, happy man, key, who, I can't see that. Inventius plentium. Inventius plentium. Et qui flui prudentia. Blessed is the man who is inventive and who overflows with prudence. Zoom on the phone. Actual 5 heads in my chat right now. It's describing Ontos, though. Like, straight up, blessed is the man who is inventive and who overflows with prudence. I could have got, like, a letter or two wrong here, so... But that's absolutely referencing something here. Bunch of Nopon. Good. Needed them. Hold on, what was that? Yeah, so this is the Mechonis hand. What is this shit over here? Far right! Like, what is that? Like the Mechonis foot? What is that? Incentive. Okay, cool. Thank you. I'll put that in the translator. Incenitis pientium. Oh, that's completely different. Blessed is the man who burns away impiety and who overflows with prudence. Who burns away impiety. And his core crystal's red. And this kind of looks like he's going to try to burn everything down. Oh, okay. We're really feeling it, huh? Yeah, we're just leaning into this. I'm feeling it now, Mr. Krabs.
Honestly,
There's a campfire. I think this is in the Mechonis hand section. If I had a wager, I'd say that's where this is.
just knowing who I'm meant to be fighting, that's the biggest thing of all.
Even having built the perfect world for themselves, humans yet desired the beyond.
Right, so, bit of context for this thing. The affinity chart they did before 3 was announced. Okay. Now, I'm pretty sure... Yeah, I need to see the rest of the Twitter. What else do we got here? Anything else that's new? That's a pin tweet. That's just Amiibo. Mithra Amiibo, you get the Mithra sword. Pyra Amiibo, you get the Pyra sword. That's the flowchart of the relationships we saw before. So this is probably Noah's kid, and whose grandkids become Doyle and Vandam. Vandam has some kind of relationship with Alvis here. Or, like, totally not Alvis, totally is. Hi, Alvis. Alvis looks badass here. Hold on. Wait, there's another clip? There's more clips here. What? Okay, so that's Vandam, Doyle, and their grandfather. A bunch of kids are running up to them.
やっぱりここにいた。またじいじとバトルしてる。ダメだよ。お昼の後ピアノ弾いてくれるって約束したのに。ああ、ごめんごめん。もう少ししたら行くから。もう少しじゃダメ。
The one problem with that, Sailor, Seifa, is that Ortiz has to be Keva's. So it's Shulk's son, in all likelihood.
はいはい。
No, they posted it. It's fine.
もう何の曲がいい？
So just showing the relationship. So this is like some scene before N annihilates this dude.
仕方ない。じゃあ順番ね。
Yeah, this either has to happen in the beginning or this is a flashback somehow.
どんなことがあっても
Okay. This is Doyle. So it's not Niall, N-I-A-L. It's N-A-E-L. Is the youngest sister of Matthew. She has a very kind personality, taking care of the children in city. Because of a certain event, he goes missing. Okay, that's just like poorly translated Japanese there. Because of a certain event, he goes missing. So something happens here. Niall. Okay. They're showing even more here. What is this? Rex protected them with a large sword. Grown-up Rex is so cool. Hey, the Xenoblade JP Twitter account just my chat. Also me. Yeah, so this is this. So the Ferranas is Interlink. They come in and save the day. Shulk, is that Monado Rex? I think it is. Looks a bit thicker than I remember. Yeah, I think Monado Rex has some like transformation. No, I think it's the same. Dang, that's badass. Okay. Hi, Rex. Hello. Hi, Cheddasaurus. Is a large swordman who wields 2 pairs of swords. They're lively and frank personality. Together with Shulk, he leads an organization called the Liberator. Lost his left eye in a past battle. Oh yeah, we got so many of these little clips here. Gigachatosaurus Rex. Yeah, we might need to call him Gigachatosaurus Rex. So the one from the end of Xenoblade 3 is Chatosaurus Rex. This one has to be Gigachatosaurus Rex. Oh, Jesus. That's just there. Shulk seems to be protecting Kagiroi. Shulk, is that Shulk? Okay. They made Shulk look badass. Like, straight up, they did. Kind-hearted swordsman who wields a red sword from past battles. His right arm has become a prosthetic hand. Cool. And he can wield a large sword with only his left hand. Oh, he just became Dunban. Love that. Love that. My MC! Okay. Kagiroi is also pulling his comrades as an Agnes soldier. During the battle, I confronted Nicole. Okay, that's just like... That's just Google Translate, not understanding context. Okay, so Agnes won the battle essentially, but Nicole made it out alive. Now he's like fend for himself. You talk about Rex again? Yep. So this is the scene where Nicole and she meet up for the first time. This is when they meet, which was a battle they talked about in the Founders Room. We'll see that battle. We saw in the other trailer as well. No, wrong button. Okay, here we go. What do we got here? Is a soldier of Agnes who fights by manipulating a cane with strings attached. She has a strong personality. By the way, more music implemented into the story. And sometimes her tone becomes harsh and unable to accept the truth of the world, she acts selfishly. Oh, hold on, I want to see this first. I'm pretty sure this is going to be Shulk's kid. Soldier of Kevis, who's good at mechanical engineering, has a calm and quiet personality. When it comes to talking about machines, he shows an aggressive side. Instead of using a blade, he fights by operating his own machine arms. That's badass. Love that. The kid became a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Love that. Now, what is this? Doesn't seem to like fighting. Coming out next one? Yeah, we're gonna be eating good. Has Kamaravi's spear. I think it's like a modification, but it's like similar to Kamaravi's spear. That's just Lance's sword. Okay, well, Glimmer came in and absolutely wrecked shop, I think. Interesting. So much. They posted so much about this trailer. Hold on. The important one. Hello. A is a user of a thin red sword and acts together with Matthew. He has the personality to judge things calmly, and he is a good companion to Matthew, who tends to act without thinking about the consequences. Hi, Alvis. The fact they called him A as well. Dude is straight up Alvis. Same hair color, same core crystal, Alvis. Matthew, talk to me. Is a young man who belongs to the organization City that opposes Mobius. He has a straightforward and caring personality and is looking for his missing sister, Niall. Is that Raiden A? Oh, God. Does this mean Kamaravi is Rex's grandchild or great-grandchild? It's maybe they go in that direction. I don't know. I'm not gonna lock that at what is this? Future Redeemed is a prequel to Xenoblade 3 with a new protagonist as a completely original story that connects the 3 Xenoblade series that have never been told before. Right. So, it's way more forward with a lot of the comparisons, or at least bringing together the aesthetics and characters of Xenoblade 1, 2, and 3 than the base game of 3 actually was. There's so much going on here. Oh my god. Like, there's a lot going on here. That's Doyle, who doesn't have blades of her own. Interesting to bear in mind. I think I missed a scene here. Okay, so he's punching some kind of, like, shadowy thing. Fog-related, maybe? He was, like, irradiating some kind of glow. That's A. Where's Mithras? They may not be going into Mithras' kid. They may not be. Doyle doesn't have a class though. Yeah, Doyle is not playable from the looks of it. It seems like the characters that are playable are Matthew, A, Glimmer, Nicole, Rex, and Shulk. An origin enemy. Yeah. There's some kind of like shadowy aura around it as well. God, if I spoke Japanese, this would be really helpful right now. Protega 4, perhaps. I need to see how this DLC ends, because I still think I'm kind of on the money with where they're going overall for the story. I kind of think we may have Noah again at some point. Not in the DLC, not at all. But I think this prequel story is going to like lead into a epilogue cutscene that's going to show in like the post-credit scene, where it's Mio's perspective at the end after the events of Ionis in the base game. I think that's going to be what they're going to do, and it's going to lead into Xenoblade 4. Someone using M's outfit. I like the character designs as well. I think they all look pretty distinct and interesting. Also, Shulk looks badass. The robot arm, the giant Monado. I mean, Rex, come on. That's my MC right there. Yeah, that's my MC. Giga Chad Source Rex. On display. Alvis. A mysterious person who appeared... Really? A mysterious person who appeared before Shulk and Rex. And they're putting a question mark. They know we have to assume that's Alvis. But they're not saying that it's Alvis. Which kind of leads me to believe that there's something going on here. No, they're not leaving 2 out of Rex's 3 kids. There's only 1 being left out that we know of so far, because let's be honest, Mithra's kid could still show up in the game at some point, they just didn't show him yet. Yeah, totally not Alvis. This is making me... That's not Alvis, that's clearly question mark. Yeah, my mistake. I don't know why I had like that confused. I hope you can all forgive me for making that egregious error, by the way. I'm gonna have to just like, you know what? We're just gonna have to like make a Twitter apology. Look. I messed... Okay, the bit went... I can't spell tonight, apparently, so we're just gonna like ignore that. It didn't happen, by the way. I think Alvis may be possessed, and that's why they're not naming him here. I think that may be what's going on. Because here's the thing. I noticed this a while ago as well, because it never sat right with me. If we go back to the trailer here. It never sat right with me that he has Zanza's Monado and Zanza's wings. That isn't Alvis's. Like, this is a thing that happened with Xenoblade 1, where they didn't have the story all panned out from that moment. So when Alvis says at the very end, I am Monado, that throws a lot of people off. When he's essentially just using Monado as a synonym for God there. But this Monado, the Monado one that you use in Xenoblade 1, isn't Alvis's Monado. It's Zanza's. This is Zanza's Monado, and this is Zanza's wings. So why would Alvis have these things? Well, a theory that I posed in one of my videos from before could kind of explain that, and that it maybe is some kind of like nugget of information and knowledge buried away in Ontos' core crystal containing Zanza's data that took over him like a virus, which would explain why he has Zanza's paraphernalia. Could the Fog Beast be possessing Alvis? That's also possible. That there's something going on with the Fog Beast here. Because again, this trailer is cut up in a very specific way. Because it seems like they're showing us a lot. I don't know if we got a scene that's not in the first half. I don't know if we got one. It's possible that every scene we've gotten so far, outside of maybe like one frame or somewhere else, it may be in the first half of the game. And the Alvis we see is actually Zanza. That's possible. Like, Alvis was forcibly removed from his body, and then this is actually Zanza. Because here's the thing. Takahashi said that Xenoblade 3 is concluding the story that began with Klaus. Why would you say that if Klaus' story essentially ended with 2? It would make sense if you don't. 1, we know Klaus is going to be a big deal because they just legit have a cutscene here of Klaus, like, separating the worlds here. If this is actually Zanza, that would explain some things. And we get proper resolution. Now, not even proper, because we got that already. Some kind of resolution to Zanza here. When talking to Alvis. Yeah, that's a good point, Lobster. So the reason I think Zanza's here, not Zanza, Zed, is because there's something going on with Alvis. And maybe he got taken over by Zanza, but for some reason, I think Alvis or this person here, question mark, we'll just call him question mark, is just trying to annihilate everything. Just saying, I'm going to wipe the slate clean, burn it all down. This world is inherently flawed. No. We're ending it. Note what Zed says here.
My God, is this how badly you wish to erase us? My God.
Is this how badly you wish to erase us? My God. The only person that was really talked about as God in the context of Xenoblade, outside of maybe the Architect, was Zanza. Who was really this god. Also, Alvis. This could just be Zanza overtaking Alvis's body. But I feel at this point, Mobius and Shulk and Rex have to team up to stop this Alvis from doing whatever he's doing. Trying to protect... Likely die trying to protect others from the corruptors of... Oh yeah, we're getting a body count, by the way. I'm forewarning everyone here, if you get emotionally invested in a lot of these stories and characters, bring a truckload of tissues or something, because I think we're getting a body count. I think people are going to die. Not permanently, just within the confines of Ionios, but we're getting a body count. I think Rex is gone, I think Shulk's dead, I think Rex will die. Pyra and Mithra are probably dead already. There's a lot they need to address here. There's a lot. This scene could take place near the end. Because they're not showing a lot of context. Who was that? That was Rex. Hold on, I see that. Yeah, this is Rex right here. There's Rex and someone else here. Oh my god, it's father-daughter. This is like, I believe this is his daughter here. Yeah, you can see the ponytail. So they're doing a combo attack on N. Oh, that's cool. And they're doing it on Prison Island. Just think of this like one scene in particular. Like, the amount of stories that are colliding in this one scene here. Rex partnering up with his daughter, using Mithra's blade though, funny, to attack N on top of Prison Island. Yeah, no worries, George Troopers. It comes out in a week? Yes, it comes out on the 25th. Versus Malice from Torna. Yep. When Rex's children die and he survives, I'll cry. Oh, God, that could be another thing they do. Oh, no. Have Rex's kids die in front of him? Oh, no. Or at least her.
I'm glad I'm here. Glad I can choose for myself.
God damn it. Okay, if you've ever played a video game story before, anytime a character says, I can finally make my own choice, that always means I'm going to make the choice to sacrifice myself. 100% without flaw. She's dying. Book it now. Just like, book it. She's dying. Wait, no, she can't. She has to live to 80. Never mind, because the Founder's Room says she has to live to 80. Or at least, no, even beyond the 80s. So, scratch what I just said. That was a load of bullshit.
Meant to be fighting. That's the biggest thing of all.
Even having built the perfect world for themselves.
Yeah. So, I think we're getting a lot of character... Hi, Viku. We're getting a lot of character death, but because it's Ionis, it'll just be brought back after the events of Xenoblade 3. So, the big recontextualization that'll go on with Xenoblade 3 will be we have all of these characters essentially waiting for us to win and turn on Origin to bring them all back.
Just knowing who I'm meant to be fighting, that's the biggest thing of all.
This DLC will be soul-crushing. It absolutely will.
The perfect world for themselves.
They can overcome the emotional damage of Chapter 5. Watch them try to one-up themselves. It'll just be like one scene where they all are just like down and defeated and just like N comes in and stabs everyone. Yeah.
Always in fantasy land.
Riku's back.
Just knowing who... Just
Myself.
honestly.
Also, this is something I want to point out. They're pairing Riku up here with Shulk and Nicole, who are Keves, or at least from Xenoblade 1. And in the base game, he was also with Keves. So that tells me that Riku may be a Nopon from the Bionis. Who could it be? Maybe one of Riki's kids? Because the name always threw me off, and how similar names were. It's possible that we may have seen another one of Riki's kids, and that it's actually Riku. How's Riku alive? Because he's your garden standard variety Nopon. Shulk is Riku's Masterpon, I'm calling it. Possibly, or Nichols. One of the two.
Just knowing who I'm meant to
God.
Glad I
Hold
can
on.
choose for myself.
Honestly.
This is a... Okay. They're gonna go... I'm predicting it right now. I'm calling my shot. I'm not calling net. I'm calling game. This arm, like on the elbow here, as you can see, or on the wrist, part of this arm is going to like shoot off as a missile. At some point, they're doing the thing where all anime characters have a robotic arm have to do, where they can point it and shoot and it punches like a projectile. They're totally doing that at some point. 100%. Not a doubt in my mind that they're doing this at some point. Easiest prediction of my life, actually.
Just knowing who I'm meant to be fighting, that's the biggest thing of all.
Even having built the perfect world for themselves.
I think the character I'm most excited for is honestly A.
That's the biggest thing of all.
Even having built the
I'm so excited for this character and what they're going to do with him.
perfect world for themselves.
I love how Matthew's essentially Fei Fong Wong. Yeah, they don't have the rights to Fei Fong Wongs. They're like, how do we do that? Hey, Square Enix, let me just like borrow our homework that we gave you originally. It's a repulsor from Iron Man. Okay, look, one of two things will happen, because you brought up a great point there, Infun. You bring up an excellent point. My mistake for not noticing it before. So one of two things will happen. Either going full Iron Man and shooting the arm out, and that arm's going to, like, act as a homing missile, or this palm thing right here is a laser beam. And at some point, someone's going to parry his Monado, and he's going to shoot him with a laser beam with his hand. At some point, that's 100% happening. Not a doubt in my mind, actually.
Just knowing who I'm meant to be fighting, that's the biggest thing of all.
So I think what happened with Alvis, right, is that I'm still kind of the mind that this is going to be one of two scenes. This is either the end of the DLC or the very beginning. I'm leaning towards the beginning. And then at some point, something happens where to stop Alvis, or whoever is controlling his body, he essentially splits. Or is reborn, and that's how we get A.
Just knowing who I'm meant to be fighting, that's the biggest thing of all.
Even having built the perfect world for themselves. Humans yet desired the beyond. Perfect world for themselves.
Be fighting, that's the biggest thing of all.
What'd she say?
Even having built the perfect world for themselves. Humans yet desired the beyond.
Humans are designed to look beyond even the perfect world. There's so much here. She won't be able to heal Rex. Oof.
Matthew. Always
Look, I could be 100% wrong about everything. I'm just excited. I really am. Who the hell Doyle, what's going on here? Talk to me. What's going on? You feel like hard times? Like, what's going on here? Why do you have the core crystal? Why do you have the Monado 1, like, drip here? Like, what's going on here? Why are you wearing this, like, Persona 5 mask? Like, what are we doing here? Like, I can do a whole roast video just on this picture. Like, easy layup for me. Like, what are we doing here? Like, what's the vibe? Like, what's going on? Oh my god. There's so much to do here. There's so much! Can Rex and Shulk just do a fist bump already in Pro Hug? Look. Look, Monolith, from me to you, right? Estin chat is talking gospel right now. I need that scene. Where we have to go up against some kind of, like, big bad fight. Like, no. I'll tell you exactly what I need. Where's that one scene with the giant mech? I'll tell you exactly what I need. When these two, like, do a DBZ fusion, I'll tell you exactly what it is that I need. I need Shulk and... I need them to get, like, their ass beat. Shulk and Rex just show up, like, out of the corner. Walk up slowly. You have to do the slow walk up. You have to do a bit of suspense building, yeah? They just, like, don't even look at each other. They look straight at the Mobius in the center. And they go like, you know what we gotta do, right? Yep. And they just fist bump, and they just unleash a combo attack. I need it. Look, I don't care if it doesn't make story sense in the moment. I'm just saying I have a need. It's not a want. It's not a desire. Shit, it's not even an instinct. It's a need. A genuine human need. That burns deep within my soul. Within my very being. Them getting wrecked may actually pan out, though, because, oh my god. I'm firing my laser. Where is Charlotte, the bench? I need Shulk to alley-oop all over the enemies. Look, someone needs to hit the Yonky Splunky. We've gone on way too long with those Xenoblade 1 memes. Someone has to hit the Yonky Splunky. I don't care if Ron has to show up for like 5 seconds. He has to show up in this scene, just like on the cliff above them after Rex and Shulk fist bump. And he just like Yonky Splunking. Just don't address it, don't talk about it. Just if you pan your camera up there at the right angle at the right time, you just see Ryan hitting the Yonky Splunky. I need it. That's M right there. Am I just freaking stupid and that's just M? I don't think so. Like, she looks different. She looks different to M to me. This looks like Doyle. Yeah, this looks like Doyle to me. Because yeah, I think that's Doyle. Something... It would also explain why Doyle's not a potty map if something happens to her. That's definitely Lucky 7. Oh, I need to look closer. Where is it? It could be like the inspiration for Lucky 7, but it's a lightsaber. Where is it? Yeah, okay, found it. Hold on. There you are. It's not Lucky 7, but it's like, it is a thin blade. Like, this looks like a drop you would get in like an MMORPG dungeon or something. Raid. Actually, no, this is like this is tier gear. Has to be. Alvis just like stabbing the tailbone as well, by the way. During the scene where the Pharaonis are merging. Oh, okay. So you're saying there's M somewhere here. We're gonna do a bit of spotting. This is A. If that's what you're referring to. If you're talking about who's like doing the fusion here with the Pharaonis, maybe? That's badass. Also, Glimmer's down for the count. Nickel's like protecting her. He unlocked the Numa sword somehow again. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seems to be something going on over here. Ass stab. No, that's Lucky 6. Yeah, my mistake. How could I mistake that? Has to be Lucky 6. Easiest dub, right? Easiest name ever. Yeah, because Riku didn't make it, so it's Lucky 6. That makes sense. Okay, that's my new headcanon, by the way. Gigantic beat. Hold on, I need to look at the abilities here. Okay, so Vandam, what do you got? Backspin punch, mighty strike, revolt uppercut, gigantic beat, detonating hit, energy boost, raging force. Okay, I need to talk about this combo system. I thought they were going to pair each character up with one other character, and maybe multiple. Monado Crash seems to be Vandam and Shulk. Like, when they team up, they get Monado Crash. Oh, there's so many possibilities. Can you, like, slot these in? Because it seems like you have 2 slots here. Like, do you build up to 2 ranks of this? Like, what's the vibe with this? Is it like some kind of customization? We're like, okay, who do you want to pair each other up with? Lucky 1! Oh my god! Oh, it's clean! Oh, yeah! That was Dual Blast because it launched. So this is the Dual Blast animation, where just Rex just annihilates everything in the area code. Love that. He gets Infinity Blade. AoE pierced unblockable. So is Infinity Blade him unlocking Numa's sword? Is that what's going on here? Let's avoid from leak talk in the chat if you don't mind. Yeah, so again, Xenoblade 3 loves relying on musical themes to try and convey its certain aspects of its story. Her weapon, Glimmers, turns into like this string instrument, like a cello or something. And she can fire off fireballs like that. There's so much going on here.
Nothing will change.
Niall?
Doesn't matter. Just don't talk about leaks.
People always kill people.
People always kill people.
About that from Melia.
You
A
got
gift
that
from
from
Alvis,
Melia.
she called it.
This it?
Yeah. A gift from Alvis, she called it.
This it?
Yes. The Liberator's base of operations.
A gift from Alvis, she called it. A gift from Melia.
Melia. A gift from Alvis, she called it.
A gift from Alvis, she called it. Oh! Okay. Uh-huh. A gift from Alvis, she calls it. Yeah, calls it, huh? The gift is just the core crystal, isn't it? Straight up the core crystal. Yeah. Okay, so I think what happens... Melia gets this core crystal. A gift from Melia, she calls it. No, a gift from Alvis, she calls it. So Melia's still in play here. This could also be happening... It has to be happening way before, because it's Shulk's hair. This has to happen either way later and he cuts it, or way earlier so he grows it out for the rest of the DLC. Something happens to Alvis, his core crystal drops, Melia gets it, passes it on to someone else, Melia gets kidnapped, job done. I think the core crystal is the gift that's being talked about here.
Melia. A gift from Alvis, she called it.
This it?
They'll activate the core crystal. Okay. Alvis, is Matthew going to be your driver? Hey, is Matthew going to be your driver? Is that what's going to happen here? Is that the play we're going with? And then Matthew's going to awaken Alvis out of the core crystal and call him A. Because will Alvis lose all of his memories because of that? Is that what's going to happen here? Is still a neutral persona of origin there? I don't think so. I think he's just there because Alvis or whatever's happening to Alvis's body is trying to destroy everything, so they have to team up out of convenience. I think that's what's happening here. Is that we're going to have another driver situation, because that's why we had Eno. That's why we had Eno, to establish the fact that driver mechanics still work in Ionios. And it makes sense, because we know that Matthew has the Agnes Iris from the last trailer. So he's going to awaken A as a blade, isn't he? Oh, where's this DLC going? God, the ending's gonna... It's gonna end with Alvis dying permanently. Oh my god, it's gonna do that, aren't they? They're gonna do that to me.
Yes. The Liberator's base of operations.
Is this how badly you wish to erase us? My god.
This is how badly you wish to erase us. There's also another way this scene could be framed.
Is this how badly you wish to erase us?
Like, there's another way this scene could be framed. And that Rex and Shulk were fighting Zed here, but then Alvis came out of nowhere and just said, I'm killing all of you. Seems like House Doyle's awakening Alvis because she had the crystal. It's possible. Like, here's the problem. She has the core crystal embedded in her. It could be that she steals the core crystal. It could be that Doyle awakens Alvis. It could be. I don't know why they would go in that story direction, though. Something's happening with Doyle here. Something happens. Has to. Takahashi, a madman. Ha! Okay. By the way, let me just tell you what's going to happen with this song, by the way. This song's going to play at the very end when they finally win or something, and they're like, okay, let's flash forward through the events of Xenoblade 3, and they're going to play this song throughout it. And then it's going to culminate in a post-credit cutscene, or just like a final cutscene, of Mio's perspective after the events of Ionios. Calling that now. Calling it now. This is going to be the song that's playing during that time skip. They didn't reveal Doyle class? Yeah, because Doyle's not a playable character. Like, that's the funny thing. Like, Doyle's not here. So unless we get additional party members we can just slot in here, and Doyle's one of those, I don't see Doyle here. Which tells me that there's something going on with Doyle. Or she's just not a fighter. So maybe she awakens A, but she's not a fighter, so A pairs up with Matthew. Or Matthew awakens A, and they fight together. At some point, Doyle gets the core crystal. For whatever reason. The song is sick. Yeah, I'm really liking the song as well. We still have the chain attack system. That's cool. Oh, wait a minute. Didn't Poppy Cutie have a weapon kind of like this? It was like those rocket launches. Interesting. Okay. Hellstream. Right, so we have some kind of combo situation going on here. Yeah, Hellstream's the burst ability there. It was the one on the right. You can see it slightly pop up there.
Mobius, nothing will change.
Where's this scene? I think this is in the city. That's what it looks like to me, just based on this architecture here. Yeah, you can kind of see... It's either the city or it's the Mechonis hand at night. You can kind of see, like, outside here, it looks like more buildings.
In the end, people always kill people.
The cello is dope. Yeah, I love the cello.
A gift from Alvis.
I'm really interested to see where they take that as well. Because, do we have an Offseer?
This it.
I don't know if we have an Offseer. Like, maybe she's an Offseer, but I don't know.
The Liberator's base of operations.
Poppy Buster's
This how
arms? Yeah,
badly
maybe.
You wish to erase us? My God.
There's possible that they do DLC characters for after here. I think they still had DLC content for 2 after the release of Torna. I think it's possible. Yeah, so this is in Prison Island. So something goes down with Prison Island here. What's behind it? That looks like the Mechonis sword. We have Prison Island here. Yeah, that looked like Prison Island with the Mechonis sword in the background. And there's something else attached here.
But now I'm glad I'm here. Glad I can choose for myself.
Only recent adventure by Chris. Chris was also around for a while, though.
For themselves. Humans yet desired the beyond.
Okay, so they're definitely bringing the Klaus story back. I think they showed a little bit more. They showed...
Matthew,
I got a mech here.
always in fantasy land.
Who are you? What's going on with you? Doyle, what's going on with you? Why aren't you a party member? Why do you have the Monado 1 stuff going on? By the way, Rip City. That's the battle theme. That sounds awesome. Shulk and Vex look mint. Okay, we have some ruins over here as well. This look like Tantal to anyone else? Like these arches and like the brickwork here? Or the stonework? That looks like Tantal to me. Like straight up, it looks like Tantal. Like we have prison... It would also explain the snow. We have like Prison Island intermixed with like Tantal here.
What is that? That weapon can't be a blade.
All right, break it up.
The city's starting to feel like Torna. Yeah, the city gets a nut. I'm pretty sure that was just the scene of the first city falling.
Such duplicity is beneath me. The clockless.
What do you want to do, Shulk?
Shulk. Blocked.
I like your attitude, kiddo.
Yeah, so that was the scene. We can see with the giant Ferroz. We can see the flame clock here. We saw that one on the Twitter picture, Twitter video as well. He unlocks the Numa blade. This is one of my main questions here. Where's the Numa sword coming from? Because is this his ultimate? Like his infinite blade? It could be. But why can he summon the Numa Blade without the conduit? Unless the conduit is in play. So many questions. Or is it just like a weakened version? I still don't even know how the combo system's working here. Like, how does it pick these two characters here that they team up with? Get Monado Crash. That's cool.
With or without Mobius, nothing.
And then it's just like hard transitions. To like, okay, don't worry, we're gonna make you cry here. Just like a hard transition.
With or without Mobius, nothing will change.
Niall?
In the end, people always kill people.
I heard about
In the end, people always kill people.
In the end, people always kill people.
So that's interesting, because from the Founder's Room statue, we know that Doyle becomes essentially the legislative leader of the city. So we know she doesn't turn permanently villain, but maybe something happens here, where she requires this at some point. This also could just be the true power of Ouroboros. And this could be what they're referring to here. So many questions. I can't wait. Yeah, same here.
Yes. The Liberator's base of operations.
Is this how bad?
Guessing you can choose combos. I imagine so. It's like a loadout system, maybe? Where you can choose combos or it's randomly generated, maybe? So much going on here. There's so much going on here. Oh, the punch. Ooh. Right, just on Prison Island. I want to see... Okay, it's angled upwards. That was Vex and Glimmer.
Honestly,
Yeah, they're just showing like the father kid here. So Shulk with his kid Nickel, and then Rex with Glimmer.
A perfect world for themselves. Humans yet desired the beyond.
Matthew.
What if the true power of Ouroboros includes Aegis Fusion? There's a lot of ways this can go.
Matthew.
Alvis is a core crystal, yeah.
Always in fantasy
He's sad.
land.
So I think what may be happening here is that A had to give their core crystal to Doyle here, and that they merged. And this would explain why Matthew is looking like this, because he looks like he's mourning but in shock. Like, he's just in shock about what's happening.
Fantasyland.
So I think this happened suddenly. It would also explain why we have the Monado 1 stuff here, because Alvis had it before. So much going on here. Okay, I'm almost certain the story of A here is going to be a tragedy. I'm almost certain that's going to be the case.
Perfect world for themselves.
I don't foresee a good ending happening for them.
Humans desired the beyond.
They're probably dying, or they have to like sacrifice themselves for some reason.
Always in Fantasyland.
Possibly here, this could be a bigger spoiler than we're thinking. Or it could be a mechanic they utilized in like the second half of the game, maybe? Where's this located? This is located in the Bionis leg, isn't it? I'm pretty sure I know this with like these like structures here. Monado purged that sadness away. I think A just became armor for Nile. It's possible. Also, what they could be doing is, remember how Rex died in Xenoblade 2 because of Jin's sword through the back? So Pyra gave him half her core crystal to save him. It could be something similar happening here. Or they had to like fuse for some reason, and fusing with Matthew wasn't the play. Hey, who are you? Alvis. I'm almost certain that's going to be the case. God, the music's so good, though. Yeah, we need to talk about this scene. Which was in the beginning of the... This is like the falling of the first city. So we know that the lead-up events to the events of the DLC will be the first original city being torn apart by N. That's probably what we're seeing. This is a flashback where he stabs, I believe, his kid and killing him.
Matthew.
Granddad. Yeah. I think this is N, obviously. That's Noah. But I think this was the granddad that was being referred to here. So it's Noah killing his own son. And this is like his ultimate sacrifice to stay in Ionios with Mio. He has to kill his own son.
The future. It's in your hands, Matthew.
And he explodes. Who are you?
It's in your hands, Matthew.
You. That looks like Doyle. Kind of. Like, note the hairstyle. If we go back here... Yeah, the hairstyle matches up. You have the two pieces of hair here. So this silhouette matches up with this one. But the outfit's different. And okay, this is interesting. All these people seem to be, like, coming from here. Like, they're just standing still. As if this is not, like, an explosion, this is a gate. Or like, some kind of transportation here. Like, getting all the civilians out of the city. But it destroys the city in the process, at least the old one. Name the granddad Gondor. Gotcha. There's so much they can do
What
here.
is that? That weapon.
We analyze that scene.
Niall?
In the end, people always kill people.
Who died here?
In the end,
Oh god, it's one of the kids. Okay, no, I know what's happening in this scene. So on the Twitter, they showed a scene of Niall essentially taking care of the children of this like outpost. I think this is one of those kids who's dying here. I think that's what's happening.
people always kill people.
I heard about that from Melia. A gift from Alvis, she called it.
I want to run 3 laps around my neighborhood. Ha!
The Liberator's base of operations.
Is this how badly you wish to erase?
Man, that's that. Yeah, they're pulling a Xenoblade 2 toy. How can we kill another kid? I like the fact that Matthew just punches things. Lucky 7, you know, sword of the end. Who cares? I'm just gonna punch him right in the face.
Just knowing who I'm meant to be fighting, that's the biggest thing of all.
You go through another
People
milk.
can build a perfect world for themselves. Humans, yet
I want to know when this flashback comes into play. When does this flashback with Klaus happen? Because remember, in the base game of Xenoblade 3, they did not go into this. At all. They just said, at some point in the distant past, the world split in 2. As a result of, like, one man. And they did not iterate on that. They did not go into that. They did not need that information for the events of Xenoblade 3. But here, they're clearly going deep into it. So, when does this flashback happen? Also, I saw the Gundam. I love it. Okay, Siren, hello. Welcome back. I've missed you, Siren.
humans yet desire the beyond.
Matthew.
There's so
Boys in
much.
Fantasyland.
Take this knuckle sandwich of the end. Ha! I am stressed. Everything's a punching bag. Unironically true, though. Okay, let's see if there's any updates on the Twitter. Let's just see. Anything new? No. We still have the amiibo stuff. Right, so, I was talking about that kid before. Where can I find the scene? Yeah, this is the one. This is on the Twitter. This is on the Japanese Twitter account. So, they're taking care of the kids here of this, like, outpost. It has a name here. Niall cares about... about the children more than anything else and is very kind. So what's going to happen here is probably N, let's be honest, comes in, kills everybody, and the child dies as well, which causes Niall to suffer this tragic heartbreak that will carry with her throughout the rest of the DLC, which is why she needs to confide in Matthew back over in, where's the scene, where is it, in this scene, because that's one of the kids that was dying there, I'm pretty sure.
In the end, people...
Yeah, that's one of the kids dying, or there's like the 10-term limits happening for them.
Kill people.
I'm pretty sure they're just dying, though. People kill people, yeah. The kids die, she loses hope. You can see, like, this is just pure despair here. I was gonna say, Alvis has kind of looked at the clock from the beginning of Xenoblade 3.
I heard about that from Melia. A gift from Alvis.
Niall's gonna cause me stress, yeah, unironically true. Like, the emotional turmoil that's gonna be involved with her story, oh my god.
Is this how bad
Matthew's the closest we're gonna get to a new Punch-Out. I need that. Yeah, I just need like a mini game of Matthew just punching things with Punch-Out with controls. I need it.
My god.
Now we have to bear in mind the pacing here. Because this is gonna be like Torna length. No, A is almost certainly Alvis, like reincarnated. Or some version of Alvis. That's what the A stands for, Alvis, probably. Because A has Alvis's core crystal and the same hair.
But now I'm glad I'm here. Glad I can choose.
This is Pyra's kid.
Honestly,
Which also makes it Rex's kid as well, so it's father-daughter talk here.
honestly, just not.
So this is probably going to be like a calm before the storm section, I imagine, where they're just hanging out with their respective kids, Shulk with Nicole, and then Rex with Glimmer.
Knowing who I'm meant to be fighting, that's the biggest
And
thing
then
of all.
maybe they transition to this scene, and then something's going to happen on Prison Island.
Humans yet desired.
Something big's happening on Prison Island. It's going to be a massive set piece, I imagine.
Always in fantasy land.
This is the one scene I need to think about. I need to think about this a lot more. Why does... It's possible that something happens where Doyle has to, at least forgoes passivity or something. Because we know at the very beginning she's very hopeful and happy because she's with all the children, taking care of them. The children die, she loses all that hope and she goes into a rut of despair. Something happens here where she's essentially merging with Ontos. Or the Ontos core crystal. So whether there's actually two pieces of Alvis here, one's A and the other's whoever merges with her, or A, for whatever reason, merges with Doyle, something happens here. Because it looks like Matthew is shocked or mourning here about what's happening.
Land.
Do you think Pyra and Mithra are dead? I mean, if not, where are they? I think they're dead in the confines of Ionios. I think they'll come back after the events of Xenoblade 3. Yes, so Niall here, who is the founder of House Doyle, is the sister of Matthew here, who is House Vandam. They're brother and sister.
In fantasy land.
Who are the grandchildren, I believe,
Niall! Granddad!
of who they call Granddad here, who I believe is the son of Noah here. Which is why they're going to zoom in on this picture in the flames, because Noah kills his kid. I'm pretty sure that's what's happening here. And that essentially to christen him into Mobius, to leave all the past behind and to stay in the endless now, he has to kill what he helped bring into this world, essentially. He has to kill his child, which is what's happening here. He's driving the sword of the end into his kid.
Matthew.
This is almost certainly a flashback.
Granddad!
And this will set off the events that follow for the rest of the DLC.
Granddad! It's in your hands.
Father of the Year. Something happens where he explodes. So he has some kind of fallback strategy. Because you can see here, I don't think this is coincidence. He's like he's having some kind of moment where something's happening to him because he's seeing double. Where you have like this translucent image of him, little bit disconnected from the body.
The future.
The future.
It's in your hands.
He's exploding. Okay, I think there's two things going on here. That explodes, rushes towards them. I think they get out of there, or that shield, or that ray of light is shielding them from the splash damage. Because we know Doyle has to live, because we see Doyle later on. Like in Torna, yeah, someone needs to fall. Panning shot of all the characters, the key art for the DLC, Future Redeemed, Prison Island. Again, being centralized here, where we don't even see Doyle here, which is interesting to me. We see A here. And we also see Vandam. Not Vandam. No, yeah, Vandam. Matthew, that's his name. Hang on. Do we ever see... Did we see a scene with A and Doyle in the same cutscene? Did we ever see that? I don't know if we have. That's Doyle right there with Vandam. She's sad because the children died. She's in despair. Ontos' core crystal here. That's A. I don't see Doyle.
Yes. The Liberator's base of operations.
You wish to my
Huh. Okay, they may be pulling some kind of shenanigans here with Doyle and Alvis. They may be pulling some kind of shenanigans where Doyle takes Ontos' core crystal, implants it in her, and then maybe at some point turns into Alvis, or I have that backwards. I mean A. Yeah, there's some kind of connection here, because that is Alvis' core crystal, because you can tell from the other shot here. Right here. This is red, that's Alvis' core crystal. Ontos' core crystal is red. Like that. There's something fishy going on here. There's something fishy in the neighborhood. What are the lyrics here? The stare of your fearful loom. The stare of your fearful loom. Oh, this is gonna be a sad song. Oh god. What's gonna happen here? There's so much to do here. There's so much.
But now I'm glad I'm here. Glad I can choose for myself.
I'm glad I can choose for myself.
Just knowing who I'm meant to
He's
be
looking on
fighting,
proud.
That's the biggest thing of all.
Love that.
Even having built the perfect world for themselves, humans yet desired the beyond.
Even if they built the perfect world for themselves, humans desire to look beyond. Interesting how they go to Klaus there for the trailer. I don't think it's gonna happen in game.
Matthew. Always in Fantasyland.
Matthew always in Fantasyland. Something bad's gonna happen here. Of your fearful looking eyes. Oh god. What's gonna happen to our hearts and well-being here? Something terrible, probably.
In the end, people always killed people.
Okay. Tell you what, I need the founder's room. We need a cheeky founder's room. We need an old reliable. Where's my fucking controller? There it is. I'll tell you what we need. We need a founder's room. We have so much to break down here. Where is it? Xenoblade 3, where are you at? There you are. We need to break down the founder's room again. With that information, we need to reread. Something happens with Doyle. I'm pretty sure we're still fine with the Matthew story. But his lonely expedition may not be lonely. It could involve A. Because he has to bring descendants back somehow. Maybe I'm overthinking this. Two pulled out the Nintendo Switch always. No, we just go to the founder's room. That's what we did the last time. We have to pop over to a cheeky founder's room. Just load it in. Need to fix the Elgato here real quick for the audio quality. Do you not have physical copy? No, I have digital. Why are you playing Skyward Sword? Because we beat it yesterday. Also, I was testing out motion controls. Okay. Now, I need Founder's Room. Bring me to the Promised Land. Where's my city? There you are. There you are. Ah, we're going home, people. I'm going home. Doyle founded the city. Here's my thing. Is there any line of dialogue that can... Wait a minute. The Ouroboros Stone's Cage. The object on display upon this plinth is the very first original Ouroboros Stone's Cage. It is important to note that initial designs for the monument are said to have included a statue of a seventh founder in its place. Next to no information remains about the seventh founder's identity, and it is possible that it is not due to a simple loss of records. Rather, historians speculate that this was the result of a conscious decision by the seventh founder. Seventh founder's A, isn't it? I thought because of the fact that they're using an Ouroboros stone here, it was going to be like Nia or M. It could be A. It could be A, and they're trying to... and at some point, A dies and says, do not remember me. Let my name die out. Maybe she gets the memories of Alvis back somehow, or learns what happens, and goes out a noble sacrifice, or has to merge with Doyle here. I'm looking for a core crystal. Aha. But she has some kind of necklace. That may not be the core crystal. Is it A? It may be A. House Doyle, in memory of the founder of House Doyle and the city's Liberatrix. Directly descended from those who established the first original city. Her whereabouts were lost after End's ravaging of the city of old, but upon encountering the other founders, she committed herself fully to the fight. Right, okay, so that one scene from the trailer really was her and the other members of the city getting teleported randomly or somewhere else, and then the founders couldn't find her for a bit. Eventually they run into her. This founder is said to have a familiar relation to the founder of Vandom, with scant extant records suggesting they were likely brother and sister, which has now been confirmed thanks to the Twitter. She fought alongside the founder of... alongside the founder of Vandom then, who was the elder of the two and brought the power of Ouroboros to completion. Said to have been bright and wise, this founder laid the cornerstones for much of the city's governance and legal system. She wasn't a party member. She fought alongside Vandom though, but she wasn't a party member. However... Oh my god. Oh my god. Hold on. Popping a cheeky transition here. If this happens at some point, she could fight alongside Matthew here. What are they doing here? something's gonna happen. I think Alvis may sacrifice themselves to bring bring Ouroboros to completion somehow with her to defeat N. They may interlink because we saw that in the original trailer.
What have we got around here?
Oh, what are they gonna do to me?
Every day's a training day.
She might be a hero character, maybe. Or A gets replaced at some point with her as a party member.
Write this all down.
Oh, they could be doing that. Hold on a minute. Like at the halfway point, maybe? Or near the end of the game, replace for like the final fight. Wait a minute, isn't this the same scene as the one from the first trailer? I'm pretty sure it is. Where is it? I have it on Beevil.
This new hero is a...
Yeah.
Like killing Granddad wasn't enough.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the same scene. Like the same rock walls and stuff. I'm pretty sure. And you see his iris is glowing here. This might be happening so they can interlink. Because remember, in the Founders Room, she is on the Keves side. These are the Keves characters. She's on this side. This is the Agnes side. Matthew's on the Agnes side. So if they want to interlink Agnes Keves, and she needs like some combat experience or something to be able to kickstart the initiation or whatever, A could fuse into Doyle so that they have the emotional resonance to interlink in the first place, but also the irises to interlink into a full interlink. No, that's not right. Info, no. So that's a bait and switch. We don't know to the founders. House Cassini. Because this, much like the founder of Reed, this statue too depicts the founder's respected mentor rather than the founder herself. There's other characters here. Because Rex and Shulk aren't the founders. They're the mentors to the founders. So something's going on with those characters. This mentor boasted a robust physique. He lived his life in an unsophisticated sort, broad-minded but impassioned, is said to have aided the founders in the fight against Mobius physically and spiritually. A free spirit, still young and impressible when the city was restored. Indelible proof that this rebellious spirit can be seen time and time again in the ethos of the house in generations to come. We don't know exactly who he's the founder, he's the mentor of, and he's the founder of. We know they're both women though. Because they both address it as City's Liberatrix. Right there. The founder's mentor figure standing as a sign of the deep reverence and devotion she felt for her teacher. Unconnected to her by bonds of blood, yet he raised her as would befit a child of one's own, it is said. And again, okay, if they're going to bring Pyra's kid into the picture, they could be doing Mithras and have her be the other founder here, because this one... Come on, get out, move, 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 move. There we go. This one specifically says not bound by bonds of blood. This one doesn't. So it's possible that Pyra's kid, Nia's kid is in the party right now in Xenoblade 3, and Rex could be mentoring Mithra's kid. What the girl points a sword that glimmer. That, yeah, we need to talk about that scene. Okay, so. Where was that one scene? I think it was in the first half. Yeah, right here.
I should write this all down.
What do you want to do, Shulk?
What do you want to do, Shulk?
Careful!
It's possible she is the founder for House Reed. So, Shulk's mentor. Shulk's student. It's possible that's the direction they're going here. They're dressed in the city attire as well.
What do you want to do, Shulk?
Founder could be still young in the DLC story, possibly.
I like your attitude, kiddo.
It would also explain why they're showing, or at least telling us, 2 of Rex's kids and not Mithra's. Because Mio is Nia's, Glimmer's seems to be Pyra's, but we didn't have Mithra's. If Mithra is the founder of House Cassini, that would fall into line. Monolith is playing 3D chess right now. Yeah, I feel like this trailer is meant to be deceiving. And, like, make you think you're getting a lot of information when you're not, really. There's something... They cut these scenes very particularly. Like they did the first trailer as well. But not Mithra, exactly. So they could be trying to bring her in, but have it be a surprise and have it be the founder of House Cassini. Which would then make it that daughter of Pyra, daughter of Rex, literally just Shulk, but then someone else. The son of Shulk, and then the great-grandkids of Noah and Mio. So they all, outside of Reed, have some familiarity to the rest of the cast. She looks kind of similar to Shaw, and her weapon looks a bit like Ryan scrapped. Oh, hold on. That's an interesting shout. Let's take a look at that. That's an interesting notice.
The clockless.
It looks more like a sword to me. Yeah, it kind of looks like more like a sword. Like you can see the hilt here.
What do you want to do?
It was an interesting idea, though. Notice how they're really quick with this one. With A just stabbing this one Mobius. But it's also showing that this sword is effective here. Also, has a Monado symbol here. That's something to bear in mind.
Simplicity is beneath me.
Oh my god, there's so much to dissect here.
Careful!
I like your attitude, kiddo.
Okay. Here's the play.
I'll show him a thing or three.
I'll show him a thing or three. Alright, here's the play. Tell you all what. Let's sleep on it. Let it all digest. Yeah, by the way, yeah, Glimmer's spear thing here. Let's let this digest. Let's sleep on it. So, Charlotte's kid, maybe, like, they could do that. I don't know why they would leave one founder out, not having them be related to anyone else, so it could be that it's Charlotte's kid. Is in the fight. Yeah. That's Glimmer. Who's right here. So my voice is starting to go, so I'm going to go rest it up. Tomorrow, we're going to break this down some more, come up with some more theories. Tomorrow's video, I'm going to be talking about the trailer overall, my initial impressions. I'm going to call the stream there for the day. Because my voice is starting to go, I need to make sure that it's not completely gone. So, thank you all for tuning in. What a wild ride. I was not anticipating that whatsoever. This is so exciting. Yeah, that's half the fun for me. I love overthinking this stuff and just seeing what happens. So, I'm going to call the video and the stream there for the day. Thank you all for tuning in. My pleasure making the video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out and support future content, and I greatly appreciate it. In 1 week, we have the DLC coming out. And we will be playing it immediately. And leading up to it, we will be breaking down the trailer even more, going over initial thoughts and theories. By the way, I'm going to do a post like right after this. Give me all of your hot takes or wildest theories regarding the DLC now that we have the trailer. one of the videos in the next couple of days will be me going over those ideas and those theories and breaking them down and trying my best to defend them no matter how wild or wrong they are. So thank you all for tuning in. Stay safe. Have a great day. Hope to see you all again next time. And as always, I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye, everybody.